I have just the idea. Let's set up another router. Hey guys, welcome back to GeekSmart. I've got another setup video for you, and we're going on the router train again. So this is by Rockspace. It's their AC2100 series dual band gigabit Wi-Fi router. Model number is RSD0614. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop this guy open. We're going to see what comes with it. Then we're going to get it set up, see how she runs in that, get it all up and going. And then we're going to finish everything up right back here. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we have the box. Oh. Perfect. So we have instruction manual. Everything goes there. We have power cable. We have the router itself. It does have an Ethernet cable down there as well. I already have my Ethernet cables back there, so I'm not going to use that, but it does come with one. It is one of the flat variety. So there is that. Alright, get the plastic wrap off that guy. Kind of has a Lego top to it. I wonder if it actually is Lego. I'm totally going to have to get some Legos out. It is extremely light. I'll tell you that real quick. On the back, we do have our 4 LAN ports, our wide area network port, power capability, WPS button. Doesn't look like there's a USB. I wonder if that's for printer or storage or both, which we'll have to look it up. Looks like there's a QR code to scan to connect. It does have the SSID name. I don't see password. There's a PIN number, and maybe that's the password to start. So you can see that back there. It's all listed on the back. 4 antenna, they are directional, or they can move, I guess. So yeah, there we go. That's what we're going to look like. Let me take a peek at this, see what we need to start. Basically, our starting point is going to be obviously plugging this into my modem. So this is a router. So this is, just to go over this, I get these questions a lot. Wide area network port, this blue port right here, that's going to be the one for the internet into the actual router. This is going to replace whatever you have. You have to plug this into your internet provider's box, so typically a modem of some kind. If you have a modem router combo, we're going to want to make sure we get that turned off. Depending on which one you want, you might have to look that up. But that's what that's going to plug into. I have a standalone modem that I purchased myself for my cable internet, so I'm going to unplug my current router, get that off the shelf, and plug that from my modem directly to here. We are going to have to turn off the power to the modem to get that reset, to reset the connection. Not too difficult, but let's head back to my network rack and do that. Okay. Cool factor just went up a couple pegs. Okay, here we are, my network rack, and which I actually haven't anchored fully down yet, so that's why it's a little rickety yet, but she stands up just fine. I'm just touching it. So, modem here, I did unplug the power from the modem, which I just unplugged the power cable, and then I moved my current router out of the way. So this is the wide area network is the one that comes directly off of my modem, and then this is a cable that actually goes to my switch down below. So I have a 48 port switch down below. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the Rockspace modem here, or router, sorry, and we're going to plug these in. So the cable coming directly out of the modem, I'm going to plug into the blue port, the wide area network port, and then the one coming out of my switch is just going to go into port 1 or port, it doesn't matter which port, it's a switch. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug in the power cable, which I have right here, to the router. And then I'm just going to get this a little bit more oriented, I guess, while it boots up. And then I'm going to go ahead, now that I do see a light on it, I'm going to go ahead and plug my modem back into power so we get that booting up. And while we're waiting for this to boot up, great time for you to download the app. It's the RS Wi-Fi app, but if you actually go to your app store, search Rockspace, that's what it's going to be, but it's RS space Wi-Fi. Alright, so I'm in the app store here. We have the RS Wi-Fi app. I'm going to go ahead and hit open while I wait for that to boot up anyway. Would like to connect to the devices? That's fine. I'm okay with that. Would like to send me notifications? I'm fine with that. Connect to Wi-Fi network on the Rockspace device. Tell you what, let's find that in settings. We go to the Wi-Fi settings. And there's Rockspace right there. So let's click on that guy. Unsecured network. And looks like we're connected to it. We'll come back to the app here. Boom, it automatically found it. Detected. Alright, so we're going to wait a minute because my modem's not up and running. So we'll give it a couple of minutes here. So I think what we're going to have to do is just hit other connection types. Hit DHCP because I do have a dynamic IP. Hit next. And most people are going to be DHCP. So Wi-Fi name is going to be your SSID name and your password. I'm going to enter that in real quick. So a thing to point out here. Your previous router that you are replacing had an SSID name and password, which is your Wi-Fi name and password. So whenever you looked for your Wi-Fi, whatever it is, mine was called Schuster, my last name. And then if you use the exact same SSID name, same capital letters everywhere, and the same password, same capitals and lower cases wherever you have them, if you use the exact same ones in each location, 99% of your devices will automatically reconnect. The last 1% you may have to power cycle, but it will reconnect. So long as that SSID name or Wi-Fi name and password are exactly the same. So that's what I've done. Hit OK. Enabling settings to take effect. Please wait. It's rebooting the Wi-Fi. We're going to give it a minute. So it went from disconnected, then it went to a screen saying, we're no longer connected to the router. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just wait. Now, as it finally rebooted, it just came up. So we're going to hit that. We're going to hit Control now. Login password. Probably be the same password. Let me try my normal password, I guess. So I just put in the Wi-Fi password. Let's hit Control now. Let's see what happens. Disconnect from the router. Oh, we'll have to give it a second, I guess, maybe. That's funny. I hit Control now one more time after I turned off the camera, and boom, she went right in. And so you can actually see it, all these devices that are already reconnected. Some of these are wired, some of these are wireless, but they're automatically reconnecting because, well, I put in the same SSID name and password. You can see there's 25 of 35. You can see they're just loaded back up because all these devices are automatically reconnecting. Looks like that USB is for storage. I do not have a USB storage device in there, but that'd be something you could set up just by plugging in a storage device. Tools, we can actually see the internet Wi-Fi name and password, so we can change that here if we wanted to. Accelerate Wi-Fi, I wonder what that is. Analyze the congestion situation of the different channels. Aha! So it actually looks at the congestion of each channel to find out which one's actually the best for interference. That's interesting. Looking at congestion, transmission rate, signal quality. We'll give it a moment. Let it pass its thing. And boom, completed. Now it's in optimal status. That's pretty cool that it automatically optimizes for those channels whenever you need it to do. Let's see here. Transmit power. Current mode high. With Wi-Fi extender you can access... Oh, basically how powerful you want those antennas. If you're a really small room, you can actually bring it down so it's not as crazy out in the hallways and stuff, right? Guest network, I'm not going to do that. Security check. So yeah, looks like it actually checks all that. It's 85, so there's some things that I could actually improve. Interesting. Detect. Let's see what it says. Yep, login password and Wi-Fi password are the same. Let's click on that. Haha, login password. We can change that password to a different one. That's what I wanted to see. Obviously, by default, it just does it automatically so you can get in. But this is where you can actually change it. Let me change it. Now, not everybody that can at least get onto my Wi-Fi or knows the Wi-Fi password will be able to actually edit the router settings as well. They're completely different. Save. Saving. I guess maybe we just back up after that. Okay, we already saved it, so. Okay, let's head back over here. Wi-Fi schedule. Looks like you can actually change the schedule, disable your Wi-Fi as scheduled for a healthier lifestyle, so basically forcing you not to use Wi-Fi. Oh, timed out, jeez. Or maybe it's rebooting the router because I changed the password of it. Maybe that's what it's doing. Remote wake up. The router is working and does not need to be woken up if you have enabled sleeping mode. Okay, so I don't think we need to do that. But we are fully operational. We are fully running. This is a single point router, so we are fully up and going and everything's good to go. So there we are. Something else I didn't I didn't see the more button before. If I actually hit down there, we have internet settings, login, password, blacklist if you need to blacklist people, soft system update, LED control if you want the lights to be on or off or whichever, and then reset the whole thing. Let's go to internet settings quick. DHCP, static IP, that's where, when we were at the beginning, that's where that is. System update, let's see if there's an update. This is the latest version, so we're good there. But I did want to say that there is that little extra there that I honestly didn't see before. So, that is the setup of the AC2100 from Rockspace. I gotta say, the Lego little top on it, that's a nice touch. But essentially, what we have here is a router that has 4 antennas. It was pretty easy to set up. The app is decent. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite app. It definitely is not. Time will tell how it functions, specifically in my household. I like there's a few settings in there that I do like that it does. I really like any time that they can tell you if you have an issue. That is always fantastic, because not everybody's as fluid in setting these things up all the time. And so if it can tell you something that you need to do, or in this case, also check to see if the congestion on a specific channel, specifically if you live in a city where a lot of houses next to, real close to you, or in an apartment building for that matter, if I can actually go to a channel that doesn't have as much congestion on it, that's always going to assist and definitely be helpful. So time will tell how well it works. Obviously that review is going to be coming, and that review will be linked on this video at the end, but also down below in the description. So if you have any questions on this at all, comment below. Please like, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and if you could share this video, I'd highly appreciate it. That said, guys, thank you for sticking here to the end, and hopefully we'll catch you back here for a future video install setup tutorial, and then maybe over on TechGooch for some review action. So thanks for watching, thanks for sticking to the end. We'll catch you here on a future video. We'll see you soon.